May 23. 60 plus target means our target is to achieve minimum 60 marks in CAIIB for May 23 with the new portion. Okay. So don't consider this new portion as difficult. Okay. I'll cover one by one all the topics. Yesterday I covered that ABFM. Today I'll be covering BRBL. Okay. So what is the new subject of BRBL in May 23 CAIIB exam? You might have seen the portion by now, isn't it? There are 4 main subjects. Okay, I'll show you those. Okay, let me come to it one by one. Okay, firstly, download Adda 24/7 app in your mobile. In this app, you will be getting all the premium study materials, current affairs, job alerts, live lectures of CAIIB, JAIIB, various banking exams, and notes, question banks, tests, everything is available. So don't go here and there. Also, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting the free YT series, YouTube series. Okay. Also, excuse me, you will be getting various various online classes, means freely, updates, everything is there. Okay. Okay, these are the new batches of for May June 23. One is in English for CAIIB, second is in bilingual. Okay, you can go for it. Definitely I would suggest you go for it. Why? Because you can't get knowledge. This is a new territory we are going in, which you guys are going in, these 4 subjects, right? Earlier there were only 2 compulsory subjects, now there are 4. So go for these batches. You need guidance over here. Let's start with the today's topic. Yeah, so what did I tell you? The point was, these are the 4 new subjects, right? And today we'll be covering this BRBL. Okay, look at the new portion. 4 subjects new compulsory. Electives also rural, HR, IT, central banking and rest. No retail elective. Okay, negative marking is there. Subjective questions are there. So quite a difficult part. You'll definitely need guidance over here. So join the batches. I'll tell about the batches later. Okay. So let's start with this topic, BRBL. What is the full form of BRBL? Firstly, banking regulations and business laws. Now understand the logic behind this. We are in banking, so it's not only related to banking, it's related to business also, business laws also. So as I told you yesterday also in ABFM, banking is not only a regulatory business, but it's a regulatory part, but it's also business. Because if you don't have customers, if you don't have money, what's the use of following the compliances? See, here banking is always a two-way sword, right? Two-sided sword, I would say. First side is for the regulations, compliances. Second side is for the business. Both of them are required. If you don't have even one compliance, if you don't have compliance and you have only business, then you are gone. If you don't have business, only compliance, then also you are gone. So that's why it's a two-way sword, two-sided sword. Okay. So what is the overview of this topic? What will this topic grossly cover? I'll come to these modules one by one. A, B, C, D, I'll come to this. But what does it mainly cover here? The main point, the main focus over here will be the centralized governance, risk and compliance function. Means what? See, all your banking activities are now central, core banking, right? All your banks are core banking now. Is there any bank? Just type in the comment section. If you have any bank, anyone is working in any bank which is not having the core banking solutions, type fast if you are having it. I don't think so. 100% of the, basically we are all in nationalized banks and private banks and max to max cooperative banks. Even all these banks are now under core banking, right? So a centralized governance is there, centralized operation process is there for this working now. But many of the governance part means basically related to compliances or follow-ups or various, these are still manually operated. So now this new banking function will focus on centralized governance part. Means now your operations are core banking, but this governance, compliance, these parts will be now the focus of banking will be on these parts now. Okay, like I'll tell you one simple example for CAIIB. Presently, even today, the bonds are purchased in the banks using OTC method. So this is again human related. So this will be changed and banks will be forced to work on the system generated method. Okay, I mean there will be a third party involved over here. This was just example. There can be many examples as such. So centralized governance, risk and compliance functions. Okay. To build new competencies required for countering emerging compliance risks here. What are the emerging compliance risks which we are facing? Say this. Presently we are in brick and mortar banking and it is supported by digital banking. Understand what I am saying? We are in brick and mortar banking and it is supported by digital banking, right? Now the stage has come for banking where there is no brick and mortar bank. Everything will be digital banking. We are seeing many of the government institute means senior authorities in the government are saying that there would be no branches working as regular ones which are working right like this after 20 years. So that is a goal which the banks have to reach. But it doesn't mean jobs won't be there. Yeah, jobs would increase always. See here, many a times something wrong is spread among the social media and everywhere. Like when the computers came, it was told that jobs would go. Have the jobs gone? Jobs have increased. Okay, so same thing will happen. To build new competencies required for countering emerging compliance risks. Here, whenever we have in this, we are coming to the age of neo-banking, CBDC, right? Everyone knows CBDC? Type yes in the comment section if you have heard about CBDC. Type fast. CBDC. Yeah. Central Bank Digital Currency. Has anyone heard about it? Even if you have heard, type yes. Okay, type yes in the comment section. So, this is where we are moving towards the centralized systems everywhere. Okay. Next, customer experience aspects significantly impact the compliance risk. So that is very important. Means customer experience aspects here. It is always said in banking that if you want good customer experience, you will have to give some leniency in compliance. Means many of the guys say in the banking, but it's not that. Both the things can be managed. Compliance should also be managed and customer experience should also be managed. Okay. So both the things should go hand in hand. There should not be any compromise on even customer experience and even compliance part of this. Okay. So this would be the broad overview of the banking regulations and business laws. It will be more focused on centralization of compliance issues to give new experience to the customer using the compliance parts as such and build a new competencies for future risks. Okay. Now we'll come to module wise. Module A, regulations and compliance. This is the first module of your BRBL. Okay. What will it focus on? Mainly here, I'll tell you 80-90% it will focus on these parts only. Lack of end-to-end bank-wide compliance means presently, as I told you, your operations are end-to-end this online, but the compliance part is still not online. Like I gave you the example of bond purchase, OTC. Okay. Same thing. So now the focus will be on compliance part, which will be online. Okay. Now you'll say, sir, everything is done, but what about us? What to write in CAIIB? Okay. In this, you will be getting case studies on this, where they'll give you the case study on banking, some problem in the compliance and what the solution it is to be got. So that compliances, these numericals will be there. There will be numericals based on this. Okay. Numericals means again many things related to ABM and BFM will come back. Mainly this will be from some part will be from BFM. Okay. Inadequate automation. So this will be one more focus on banking regulations. Inadequate automation in the sense of compliance, reporting. Okay. Substandard data strategy. So this is also an important point in banking. Means I'll tell you the problem over here. Substandard data strategy means what? There are many phishing attacks happening on the banking systems, right? Some banks fall the prey to that. Some banks are able to cover up, or some banks are able to protect themselves. But not all banks, isn't it? So substandard data strategy means this leakage of data. So that should be protected. So how that needs to be protected? What are the parts in this? What are the focuses in this? What all are the firewalls which the bank needs to move on to? Okay. So these parts would be the of main focus over there in regulations and compliance. Module B and C, it is one and the same. Means they have said it at important acts and laws and legal aspects of banking regulations part A in module B, and in module C they are saying the same topic in part B. Okay, means two parts they have made it, part 1 and part 2, we'll call it simple. Okay, so what is it? Important acts and laws. Now here again you'll have some repetition from the JAIIB legal. Okay, important acts and laws, what were the acts? Means all those related to custom. Module D, legal. Anyone remembers? Type yes if you have if you remember this legal module D. All the various acts were there, right? All acts means related to computers was there, related to banking regulations it was there, then sales act was there, means when we do the sales, right? Negotiable instrument act was there. Many acts, almost 7 to 8 acts were there. So there will be a repetition of these acts in module B and C. Okay. Legal aspects of banking regulations. Now here it will be legal aspects means again various case studies will come to you, like the savings account. Suppose example, you had this in JAIIB also some part, but here the level of case studies would be higher. See, it's not that JAIIB. Okay. For example, I'll give you a simple example. I won't answer it right now, but let's say if there is a savings account customer, okay, and that customer expires. Before expiring, he had given one check. That check has come to you for clearing. So will you pass it? Once you come to know that he has expired or you got that death certificate, number one. Number two, simple example. Same problem arises with private limited company. Private limited company director expires, right? And before expiring he had signed that check. Will you pass it? Okay, answer me now. Will you pass it? If there's the director of any company who has expired and before expiring he had issued one check, that check has come for clearing now. So will you answer it in will you pass it in case of private limited company? Correct. In private limited company you should pass it. But in savings account will you pass it? Everyone answer. In savings account means some savings account customer had given some check before expiry and then he expired. So that check has come for clearing now. It is within the dates. Okay. And also you have come to know about this death certificate. Death certificate is available in both the cases. So in savings account will you pass it now? Yes. Who was saying yes? No, you can't pass it. Never. Correct. Many of you are typing no, we can't pass it. In savings we can't pass it. But in private limited company we have to pass it. So same this year. This was one example. There are many cases. I can give you thousands of cases of HUF. What about HUF? There are thousands of cases in HUF. So these things will be covered in the live classes. So definitely join the live classes. Okay. So legal aspects would be there, check passing, loans, various loans, who can get the loans, can minor be given the loans, can minor go into the contracts. So all these things will be there. Okay. Next, module D, commercial laws and other laws in reference to banking operations. See here, commercial laws means what? Mainly mercantile laws. Those who have done MBA, they might be having one topic also, M law we had it, right? Mercantile law. So commercial laws means related to mercantile laws. Means what? Sale of Goods Act, it's there. Then Negotiable Instrument Act. All these acts will be there, right? So many of these acts you had it in JAIIB also, module D. Okay, but not all you had it. So these acts will be there. Also other laws in reference to banking operations. Here the point over here is commercial and other laws is separate topic, with reference to banking operations is separate topic, but they have combined these two. Means what? They are looking at banking operations from the business perspective. This is very important. Means banking operations are not only related to compliance, but they are related more to business, because business is the primary objective of any bank. Okay. Compliance nowadays can be handled. See here, that's why this topic is maintained over here. This compliance part should be made automated. Business now operations are made automated in the branch operations. So similarly, compliance should be automated so that bankers can focus more on business then, right? Because what is the main job of banking persons? Now you also might be experiencing. Okay. Everyone just wait for 2 minutes and answer me one thing. In your branch, are you getting the targets for this insurance? Type yes. For insurance, weekly targets. Bring one insurance policy. This is there. That is day, that day. This login day, that login day. Are you getting the targets? Type yes in the comment section if you are getting it, or no if you are not getting it. So, and nowadays what has happened is, if sales is everyone's business, that is the logic which is followed. Sales is everyone's business. Okay, so that's why. So that's why the compliance part over here should be automized, and that's the focus of this topic: banking regulations and business laws. Okay. So again, what you'll be getting in module A, B, C, D, you'll be getting various case studies related to legal, which I gave you just now, like savings account and then private limited company. Okay, there can be many cases. Okay, I can give you thousands of cases. Means in negotiable instruments also, mercantile acts. Again, there will be LCs, because mercantile laws means it relates to LCs also, because that is also one important part. So LCs would be there. So what are the various banks in the LCs, that will be covered. How the LC process moves, that will be covered. What are the new aspects in LCs? Nowadays even they are speaking of LC going out. Something new is coming up. Okay, means BPO, bankers payment obligation, that is a new concept in international banking. So that is also coming up. So all these things will be included over here. Of course, not in these, international finance won't be included in that part, that much details. Okay, but at least the names and the gist of that, summary of that will be given, because that is required, isn't it? So got it? Got the concept? Let me revise this once again. Whatever mainly module A, regulations and compliance, means related to a lack of end-to-end compliance, inadequate automation and substandard data strategy, the solutions to this. Module B and C, important acts and laws, legal aspects of banking regulations, means all the acts and laws which were there in JAIIB also, plus new ones. And third one, commercial and other laws, means related to commerce, business. Okay, so business acts and business laws would be covered in module D. Okay, so now we are ready over here in at Adda 24/7 with all these batches. In these batches we will be covering all these 4 topics: ABM, BFM, ABFM and BRBL. Okay, both the language batches are there, English and bilingual. See, the timings are also as per your convenience only. So do join the batches, they have already started. Okay, you can definitely join it. And now I'll come to the fees part of this. Many of us complain that the sir fees is huge, so I'll come to that also. See here, fees, I'll tell you simple. Let's go to Adda 24/7. There I'll show you how to reduce the fees, how to get the discounts. Okay, so go to Adda 24/7, click on JAIIB and CAIIB. Once you click on this, if you are appearing for CAIIB, click on CAIIB 2023. If you are appearing for JAIIB, click on JAIIB 2023. I'll show you about CAIIB now. Okay, so click on CAIIB 2023. Click, see this. These batches are available: English, bilingual and RBI circular. So click on this English batch. Once you click on this English batch, see this. The details of the batches are given over here. All this starting from 9 December, 7 a.m. to 7 a.m., 9 p.m., 6 days a week. All these are given. Okay, so go through this at your ease. Read it completely. See this. Study plan is also given. How the study plan will be moved on. Topics are given. What all you will get, that is given. I'll just cover the major parts here. Recorded 24/7 videos, means what if someday you miss the class due to some banking pressure. So definitely you can get the recorded class as such. Mocks and ebooks are available. Interactive classes are available. So means you can ask what do you mean by interactive? You can ask the question immediately and it will be answered immediately in the class itself, isn't it? So this is the fees, 23,996. Don't pay this fees. Okay, you might be thinking it's a huge fees. Don't pay it. Click on view offers. Now look at the code Y432. Okay, click on apply. See this. Now you are getting 80% off on this. 4799. The fees of 23,996 has reduced to 4799. Such a huge discount you are getting. Okay, so go for it immediately. Okay. Now, also important part I'll tell you, this is one, and second thing which I'll tell you is about the Mahapacks. It's one of the best strategies to apply for Mahapacks. Okay, so what is this Mahapack? See this. Click on the JAIIB, CAIIB. I'll show you again about Mahapacks. See this. When you come to this Adda 24/7, click on JAIIB, CAIIB. Click on this Mahapack. In this Mahapacks, you'll be getting all the batches whichever have come up during your duration period. You'll be getting those batches, and now if you apply right now, okay, you'll be getting a double validity pack plus discount. See this, I'll show you. 35,996 is this fees. Click over here. Now you'll see all these details, you can definitely read it, okay? The similar details are there, all the batches are available, recorded videos. I'll directly come to the point of money. So 35,996, you don't pay this much, click on view offers. Now put the code Y432, Y432, click on apply. Now look at this, what has happened. The fees of 35,996 has reduced to 7,199. Means you are getting a discount of 80%, number one. Plus number 2, validity of 6 plus 6 months, you are getting double validity. So go for it immediately, I would say. Okay, don't waste your time, because you won't get such an offer. Double validity plus 80% off. It's rarely available. Remember this code Y432. Okay, put this code. Now important part is, why am I stressing is over here. So let me show you this portion again. Many of us who have newly joined just now, check this new portion. Because we are conversant with the old portion, right? See, this new portion for CAIIB is ABM, PFM, ABFM and BRBL. Okay, so these are the 4 new subjects. Okay. ABM, BFM you already added. ABFM and BRBL, these are the 2 new subjects, right? Even now I would suggest ABM and BFM will also change, because once these 2 new subjects have come in, the compliance or the business part of this ABM and BFM will move towards this part, and legal part from ABM BFM will move towards BRBL. Okay, what are the electives? Rural, HR, IT, central banking and risk. So there is no retail elective. Negative marking is there, and subject wise questions are also there. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be back with another session. Till then, study well. Also join the classes ASAP. Okay.